So this is for the women who are in that type of situation where you have been in a role reversal type of atmosphere within your relationship. You're not really interested in dropping your man because he has dusty tendencies, but you do want some type of change to come to your relationship, right? And so, based off of this information that we have been learning from these women who have like gone into their relationships with this mindset, how do we, with our newfound information, flip the script? And so that's what I've been doing. I love these. These are nice. This, I don't know yet. I still feel like I lose the same amount of hair. But then again, I am heavy-handed and you really need to be gentle with your hair, but just sometimes I just don't have the patience. But anywho, back to what I was saying. How do we flip the script? So that's what I've been working on. So now I have to work on myself plus flip the script on him. And I feel like now that I've been working on myself and really nestling into my femininity, flipping the script has kind of just been easier. It's kind of just been like, just everything is falling into alignment as I do in more feminine things and have a more feminine mindset when I come towards the relationship. For example, and I know that's what y'all probably want to hear, like, how, Trishelle? Tell me how. I hear what you're saying, but how do I do it? All I can do is tell you from my experience, right? Y'all have to make it work for y'all relationship, but for my experience only, that's all I could speak from. This is the type of things that I was doing when we first got together. And me and my husband, we've been together since I was 19. And I'm now about to be 33 next month. And so we've been together for a while. But for me, going at the rate that I was going, I got sick. And I had to force, it wasn't like he had to step into that role, which was very uncomfortable for him, which caused a lot of problems within our relationship. But first, what happened was I scaled back on even. I was so stressed out that I couldn't even look at money anymore. I could not look at the bills. I couldn't even do it. It was just, I would get panic attacks just even looking at the bills because my man is very much a masculine man. He is, because I cannot control him at all. And that's where I think my stress level went to the roof. It's because I was trying to control him when it came down to our finances. Like, no, you need to, like, I give him allowance. I did this, just trying to keep the money in check, trying to budget and stuff. And he just was not having that. Like, no, I go to work every day. I'm going to spend this money the way I wanted to spend it. But in the same sense, he wasn't looking at the bills ever. So he was just like spending money that we didn't even have, like, and I'll just go to the account and I'll be like, well, where's the money for our bills? We're trying to buy a house. We got kids coming. We need more room in our house. Like, come on, my nigga. That's who I was. That's how I used to talk to him too. But now I don't even have to do those things no more because I don't deal with nothing no more. That's not my job. I don't do that. I sit back and I just keep myself cute and do me. And take care of these kids. But yeah, so I was trying to do that, trying to control them. That wasn't working. So I just was like, you know what? You do it. You go ahead and handle these bills. I did not touch it, but I said, if we get put out on the street, I'm going to be looking at you because I'm not dealing with it no more. He was like, you know, he is a masculine man, so he was like, cool, I'll do it, fine. Didn't know the damn thing he was doing. So I'm sitting back just sweating bullets, right? Because I'm like, oh shit, like that was a bold move. Y'all know that's a bold move, right? So long story short, the lights went off a couple times. Not necessarily that we didn't have the money for it, but he wasn't used to going in and paying bills. So he would forget, and I'll just be sitting in the dark like, honey, did you pay the bill? It looks like the lights went off. I don't know. And this is how I talk now. This is how I used to talk. Dang, I told you to go pay the bills. You ain't even pay the bills. You can't do nothing right. That's how I used to talk. Now this is me. Honey, it looks like the bills are, it looks like the lights are off. I don't know. I really want to start the food. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to get a lot of anxiety. Can you tell me if you paid the bill or not? He ain't pay no bill. Yeah, I paid the bill. Let me call these people, see what's up. I used to be, after a while, I was like, I guess this is gonna get turned back on. At that point, I wasn't even going into the account. I don't even go into the account no more. I support. I'll put like a little bit of money in there just to support him in a sense, but now all my money goes into my bank account. And I made him feel bad for even asking. Like, I got to the point where I'm like, if you gotta come and ask me for money, then, and I'm talking low, y'all, because he in there. If you gotta come and ask me for money, then I just don't understand what type of man who would want to do that to his wife. That's how I talk every like. But that was that. And so eventually he caught on. And then after that, our money started to we was able to pay off more money because then he started being tight with money, right? He was tight at that point when he wasn't handling the bills. We could spend all the money we wanted to spend, but when he started handling the bills, then he wanted all of a sudden be tight. We can't go eat nowhere. Oh, you spending too much money. I ain't even get no gifts like I used to get. I don't get no no expensive gifts, which I'm fine with. I don't care. As long as I don't have to go to no work every day or do nothing, I'm cool. I'm here to support you. I'm not that chick. You don't have to get me all the expensive stuff. If I want to get me something expensive, I got my money to go do that. You give me that opportunity to keep all my money in my pocket. So if I want to go lavish and spend, I could go do that because I ain't got to worry about putting my money towards bills, right? Can't beat that. But then I saw he started getting really, really stressed out because things started to get a little bit harder for him. So we end up getting our credit together, getting all our finances together to be able to get a house. At first, when I was handling the bills, that's what I was working towards. But him not being on the same page as me, it was just impossible for me to get him to take this seriously. But once he started doing it, he started taking it seriously. So we ended up getting a house. Then he got our bills went up significantly. The masculine person, the masculine side in me wanted to go help out and really kind of take on a full-time job. Right now, I just kind of, at first at that time, I was just working part-time and part-time seasonal, where I would only work for a season, and then in the wintertime I would just be off. So I was like, well, maybe I should go full-time and stuff just to kind of give him a little support just for a little while. That didn't work because then I started to get resentful again. Like, I shouldn't even be having to do this. You should be going to get a second job. Because at this point, I'm listening to all this femininity stuff. But shoot, males have the capacity to handle that type of stuff. And then at that point, I was getting sick again. I didn't want to get sick no more. Anyway, so we ended up getting the house and we was arguing again. And stuff like that because I kind of felt like he was really, really resentful towards me. And so now I got me a new job where I kind of transitioned myself into a more feminine type of atmosphere with my job. I'm a director of a nonprofit organization who provides doula services we provide doula service to women of color. So I'm the director of the program and I have doulas under me. And so it's like woman work. So I'm not even though it's still kind of like a corporate atmosphere because I'm dealing with money, it's stressful, but it's not like where I have to be it's not physically demanding. I work from home. I'm able to go into the office when I want to. My job is really flexible, which I love. And I make a full-time income from that. And so when I got that job, he tried to make me feel bad for still putting the same amount, because at that point I had got a raise. And so he was thinking that I was going to put more money into the pot that I support him with. No ma'am, no sir. That money's going towards my pot to keep myself preserved. And so that kind of caused some tension. But I've been really just standing firm in it. And now he's been put under this type of pressure, which he should be able to handle it, to have to step into that provider role. So at this point now, at first, when we first got together, he didn't even know how to fill out a checkbook. Not any fault of his own. He just never had nobody to show him how to do that. He still is and always has been the breadwinner in our home. But with the economy, it's like still kind of hard to live like that because I'm, of course, a bougie one. Not clothes-wise, but I like to eat expensive quality food. I like to shop at Whole Foods for my groceries, not just go get certain things like full basket of stuff. And I like really high quality skincare. I like to, even when I eat out, like I don't eat McDonald's, I don't eat those like fast food places. I'm just a really bougie eater, and I'm actually becoming really bougie with my clothes too, because I'm building like a capsule wardrobe where after a while I don't have to get clothes like that because I have really good quality pieces. And so that's kind of where my money and stuff goes to. Also wanting to build my brand as well. So it's been a journey, but I do feel like, ladies, we can flip the script and let our man rise to the occasion if we sink into our femininity, because at the end of the day, a man is very prideful. And so most men, if we sink into our femininity, let them surprise us. But we have to try to stop ourselves from saving them from stuff. Like, I wanted to go pay that bill, so our lights wouldn't get cut off. But I had to let the lights get cut off so he can get better at remembering to go pay the bill. And so now at this point, he pays all the bills. I don't have to look at bills. I don't have to really do nothing. At first, I would be the one who would be calling all of the people in regards to finances or getting things taken care of. I don't do that anymore. I'll be like, well, sometimes I used to do this. I'll call a number and then just hand it to them. And when the people say hello, he used to be so hot, but you gotta teach them they like kids, right? I don't want to say they're not like kids, but like when you're trying to teach a person to be self-sufficient. So I don't know, y'all. I see a lot of the comments and I be like, wait now, hold up. Everybody talking about they about to leave their man. It seems like it's hard out here. Let's try to go ahead and flip the script on them first before going out on the market again. And then again, some of our men are really good men. Like, my man is a good man. Like, he's a really good man. He's just never been taught how to provide. He was raised by a woman. There's never been like a man in his life to show him how to be a man. Just like there was not like my mom wasn't able to show me how to be feminine. So I'm learning all this stuff online at this point. So I think we should give a little grace and let's see if they surprise us. You never know. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm just starting this channel, so of course it's not going to be as sophisticated as most, but I am going to talk about real topics that need to be talked about. And in the meantime, I'll be tuning in. I would love to see more women and they glow up. So if you want to go ahead and start following me on my Instagram account, my Instagram is Trishelle Cecilia. Please follow me on there and I will follow you back so I can see your progress as well. We all in this together, so toodles.